Today we're going to show you the top 10 budget JDM cars. That's right, we're talking about getting behind the wheel of a piece of Japanese automotive history without breaking the bank. Our first car, starting at just $12,000, is the first gen Mitsubishi 3000 GT. Certainly one of the most underrated Japanese cars from the 90s that everyone dreams of owning. The 3000 GT provides all the thrills offered by expensive sports cars. Besides the powerful performance, the first gen 3000 GT is a unique sports car that could easily sell for $30,000, if not more. Some of the most powerful models came with a twin-turbo V6, but these are a little more expensive. One of the more interesting things to know about the Mitsubishi is that it came in a four-wheel drive layout, despite the exterior and general styling suggesting otherwise. One of the more interesting things to note about the Mitsubishi is that it came in a four-wheel drive layout, despite the exterior and general styling suggesting otherwise. Our second car, which is under $14,000, is the Nissan 300ZX Z32. A JDM list would be incomplete without at least one model of the Nissan Z series, and one of the best of them all is the 300ZX Z32. This is the more popular second rendition of the 300ZX and arguably one of the most accomplished Japanese sports cars ever made. Excellent styling, comfortable seating, top-tier handling, and a reasonable price of around $14,000 makes the 300ZX one of the best classic sports cars today. Like the 3000 GT, more expensive models will have a twin-turbo engine option. However, for price-conscious buyers, a non-turbo version still provides plenty of typical rear-wheel drive sports car handling with few drawbacks for more expensive variants. Our third car, under just $9,000, is the Mazda RX-8. The Mazda RX-8 is probably one of the most underrated Japanese sports cars in history. Its older sibling, the RX-7, is a legend in the world of small sports cars. This probably makes the RX-8 appear like an underachiever, but it is not. The RX-8 is an affordable JDM with the spirit to offer a thrilling experience. A 2006 model powered by a competitively powerful 1.3-liter rotary engine rated between 212 and 232 horsepower sells for just $8,500. Not only that, but the Mazda RX-8 is good for decent power output and fuel efficiency. Our fourth car, coming in at just $12,000, is the second-gen Mitsubishi Eclipse GSX. Instantly recognizable to Fast and Furious fans, potential JDM enthusiasts may be surprised to find out how just cheap a second-gen Mitsubishi Eclipse is. A 1996 model could easily sell for only $11,000. Despite its screen popularity, the Eclipse GSX is one of the most affordable JDM classics on the market. The car features timeless styling and an array of inline-four engines. And in true Mitsubishi fashion, four-wheel drive layout. This last feature is exclusive to the GSX model, and as it utilizes the same platform as the Mitsubishi Evo, it should be fairly obvious that the Eclipse grips the tarmac like few others at this price point. Our fifth car, coming in under $15,000, is the Mark II Toyota MR2. Given the general inexpensive nature of all generations of MR2, it's possible to get almost any for a good price. This MR2's unique selling point is its mid-engine rear-wheel drive layout. Of course, as no MR2 ever exceeded 250 horsepower from the factory, it would never rival any Italian sports cars on the straights. However, this layout at this price is very rare, and as a result, its agile handling makes the MR2 a real driver's car, and it sells for only around $14,000. Our sixth car is a third-gen Acura Integra, coming in at $11,000. The third-generation Acura Integra was available from 1994 to 2001. It has been a popular mid-range JDM sports car for years. Its more powerful model, the Type R, is the best JDM anyone could ever want. Unfortunately, getting a Type R at this point is nearly impossible. A 94 Acura Integra sells at an average price of $11,000. The regular Integra models still provide almost identical styling and a great performance. They don't compromise speed and thrills for the price, despite the lower power output. For buyers looking for an exceptional ride, any model year of the third generation Integra is a perfect buy. A 2001 model sells for an average price of $25,000. Our seventh car, coming in at around $13,000, is the Nissan 350Z. It's a bit of a mystery why the 350Z is so lowly priced. Along with the Mazda RX-8, the Nissan 350Z is one of the newest cars on the list. Its final model was released in 2008. The 350Z was marketed as a GT car when it was released, confusing enthusiasts for quite some time. If anything, the 350Z is a Japanese muscle car, if it's a description better than anything else coming from the land of the rising sun. The powerful 3.5-liter V6 and well-mannered manual 6-speed gearbox concludes the story. Our 8th car at just under $9,000 is the 4th gen Toyota Celica. The 4th gen Celica is perhaps one that flew under the radar a little, but at $9,000 it's an absolute steal and a better driver's car than many competitors. The Celica has some famous rally heritage, something few other cars on the list can claim. This knowledge only assures buyers of the Celica's well-made chassis and great handling. The styling also clearly indicates the period this particular model of Toyota comes from, the mid-80s, as one of the less obvious, not to mention cheapest, options in this list. The Celica for sure has an element of surprise backing it. Our 9th car under $9,000 is the 1st gen MX-5 Miata. In stark contrast to the Celica, the MX-5 was sure to feature in this list somewhere for obvious reasons. As the undisputed king of the small roadster, the MX-5 has been copied hundreds of times, but no one has captured the magic that makes this car so great. Very few cars in the world come close to being near perfect, but the Mazda combines affordability, exotic stylish, great feeling, and fuel efficiency. Because of the lightweight build and small engine, the MX-5 glides through bends and uses up very little fuel, resulting in the best of both worlds. And last but not least, our 10th car coming in at under $11,000 is the Mark III Toyota Supra. The Supra may be a household name, but few realize it costs less than $15,000 to drive one. Naturally, with the Mark IV Supra reaching a truly unmatched value, most normal superfans may have to look elsewhere. Before the days of Fast and Furious, the Mark III was considered one of the best sports cars of the 80s. With a good power output, good handling, and an excellent platform for modification, the Mark III may scratch that super itch for some while, providing a great entry into the world of car modifications. Comment down below what car was your favorite out of this list, and while you're at it, go ahead and watch this video right here.